KTN News.
Meanwhile, the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COTU, is threatening to pull out of NHIF if the government moves ahead and implements proposed reforms that include changing the fund into a national scheme. COTU argues that some of the proposals contained in the bill are retrogressive and would interfere with the structure and objective of the fund. Let's get more from KTN's Daniel Kariuki.
A bill that proposes to convert NHIF into a national health scheme and make it mandatory for Kenyans 18 years and above to contribute to the fund is currently before Parliament. The NHIF amendment bill is now receiving some resistance from workers' organizations. The Central Organization of Trade Unions say it is totally opposed to the proposed changes. In a letter wired to newsrooms, COTU and its affiliates unions says changing NHIF from a fund to a scheme and by large changing the mandate and objective of the NHIF is against the wishes of Kenyan workers who are the contributing members of NHIF. The letter further reads, and I quote, "What is it that the bill wants NHIF to do with the money they are seeking to collect from any Kenyan above the age of 18 years that they have been unable to do with the money contributed by the over 8 million NHIF contributing members?" COTU has warned that the government is seeking to coerce Kenyans to contribute towards NHIF without assuring them reliable services and transparency in the fund, saying it was wrong to coerce Kenyans to contribute to any scheme. The Workers' Union has emphasized accountability of the fund, adding that any attempts to disband the NHIF, as envisaged in the proposed amendments, will leave COTU with no other option but to pull out of the scheme and re-establish and retain its own fund run by workers. In the proposed radical amendments introduced in the National Assembly by Majority Leader Amos Kemunya, the bill seeks to convert NHIF into a national health scheme and make it mandatory for Kenyans to contribute to the fund, while removing voluntary contribution provisions where the unemployed and self-employed adults will make an annual compulsory contribution of 6,000 to NHIF. In the proposed changes, employers whose employees contribute to NHIF will match workers' monthly contributions. The proposal further says, in the monthly contributions, the employer shall not deduct such contribution from the salary or other remuneration of the employee. On this, COTU says the management of NHIF did not conduct any proper public participation and stakeholder engagement to get views from both worker and employers as required. Should the bill's proposals be adopted, NHIF will have annual collection of more than 100 billion shillings. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News.